Hey everyone, it's Libby from maighstirtarot. I'd like to acknowledge the Worimi First Nations people. It's WORIMI, and welcome to you, your guides, my guides, and the universal energies, entertainment only. And once again, what doolally tomfuckery is going to has emerged today. Popped a few things in my post section. First of all, check out Christina from Christina Talks video that I've shared in my post section. Absolutely nailed it completely. And as expected, the DOJ has come out and said, what have they said? That Pam Bondi will not testify about the investigation into Jeffrey Epstein to a congressional committee next week because she is no longer the US Attorney General. We saw that coming a mile off as to the reason why she was fired. Interestingly enough, I suspect Petal is going to be the next one pushed out. But I think Levitt is actually sizing herself up for an early maternity leave resignation, as apparently she sort of floundered last night as the reporters pressed her yesterday on the Orange Twerps civilization will die tonight threat, and pretty much flounced out of the room. I think she's getting very much towards the end of her tether in regards to lying for the regime. Okay, what do I want to have a look at in this particular reading? Well, we know insider trading, absolutely. I might have a quick look at that to see whether it's going to be, well, it's exposed. I mean, you can, blind Freddy could see the insider trading, the pump and dump that's going on from inside the White House. The moral, financial, ethical corruption. But I think they might, as I'm splitting the deck using the Golden Universal Tarot, as I'm splitting the deck to begin shuffling, we've got my moral, financial, ethical corruption card and the Ace of Swords there. They're going to face big legal action. It is obvious that this is happening. It is obvious what they're doing, and I wish others on the stock market would just not play the game, because for someone to get money, others have to lose it. There is a finite amount, so it's not. I think the easiest way was explained to me back in high school when I was doing accounting, and I couldn't get my head around it. But pretty much for every debit somewhere in the world, there has to be a credit. So basically, for every $10 that's taken out of your wallet to pay for something, it goes into the till to pay for something. It doesn't go away. It doesn't disappear. They can print more, yes, but you get what I'm saying. For these people that are playing the market, fudging the market, they have to be getting the money from somewhere to be then able to take it back out again. So I'm going to have a look. Now, news has also come out that apparently Melania has been given Noam's aeroplane. The flying hotel suite, so probably that she can bonk her boyfriend in private. We know the bodyguard. So yeah, we know the secrets perhaps that are not so secret. I think this is actually more to do with, this is my card for Bondi. I think, yeah, Bondi with the secrets, keeping the secrets under wraps. What will happen next, I suspect, will be a private court case brought against her, which she can't plead that she can't attend because it'll be against her personally. But with Melania with the plane, I mean, it's been an open secret for years that she's been offered the boyfriend, which is the bodyguard. And I don't think, looking at the photographs, I'm not getting that the Melania at the East Air Grill was the OG Melania. Let me just put it that way. The jawline was wrong. I think there's about 3 doubles that have been identified at least. The one that went to the Pope's funeral, that was a double. The hips were too wide. So, yeah, we've got the manipulation. And yeah, hopefully some eyes are being opened with this being strung up and seeing things from a different point of view. Um, that's not Melania. That's about the pump and dump on the stock market. Yeah, just before closing or just after closing of the stock market, make an announcement. It flings up. Just after the opening of the stock market, make another announcement. After everybody's sold who was in on the has sold, and then the market goes back down again. So this really blatant pump and dump insider trading that even blind Freddie with 2 dimes to their name could see. How's that going to work out? Well, we've got the Page of Cups there, so something unexpected out of left field might be coming for those involved. How's it going to go? Okay, 8 of Wands is the signifier card out. This could be about a lot of news coming really, really quickly. It can also be missiles raining down. The ceasefire lasted less than 24 hours, broken by is not real. And I want to have a look at Ben Gerver in a separate reading, his background, because I think he's the guy in control at the moment. I think Net was taken out. Let me just bring you up. I think Net was taken out several weeks ago. Basically, the main reason is, well, first of all, his son took a week-long hiatus off social media, someone who is a really prolific poster, but also the fact that they keep trotting out these AI videos. Speaking of fake, there's a spammer in the comments section. I do apologise, they do pop up occasionally, claiming to be maighstirtarot or something, with a WhatsApp app number. It's fake. It's a spam. I would never ever put a number in, and I'm certainly not maighstirtarot. If you see them, please, 3 dots on the right-hand side, report them as whatever you like. Spam, porn, terrorism, whatever, take your pick. Report them and we'll get rid of them. So just be aware, don't fall for that. But yeah, if the Yahoo was still going, they wouldn't be trotting out all this fake AI. A couple of you pushed back saying, oh, no, it wasn't fake because the lapel thing was slightly crooked or something. Have a look at the overall. Everything was too shiny, everything was too smooth, and then, as I said, you had the hands that looked pretty much like just a pudgy blodge, with the white line around them. It was fake AI, and if he was still alive, he wouldn't be AIing. So the ceasefire lasted less than 24 hours, basically because is not real was not part of the agreement. As Christina Talks pointed out, the wording of the announcement from Pakistan was pretty much word for word what the US had put forward. Well, let me put it this way, the regime had put forward. And there's just so many things that don't add up, including the so-called pilot rescue. I mean, any other country, and if it was an Australian or a Brit or a European or Canadian that had gone down, those particular countries would have sent in 2 SAS soldiers, and that would probably be one too many, with a broken ruler and a packet of stale pickled onion crisps, get the guy out, and you'd never hear about it for 20 years. What happened? The 2 C whatever they were called, MC-130Js, 70. They can carry 70 troops, or I think 60 paratroopers, because the paratroopers have extra gear. Why would 2 of those landed in there to pick up one guy? even the US with their gung-ho military, and I'm just going to put it out there, the US military does not have a good reputation overseas. They're incredibly equipment reliant rather than um, in, flexibility, intuition, um, rather than reliant on themselves. They're very equipment reliant. So even the US military would have sent in maximum 2 Black Hawks, one to get the guy and one to circle to protect the one that was getting the guy. So much of that does not add up. My feels is that it was or it is, and if it is, it's about to go south very quickly, and that's why my guides are like, you can tell them because it's going to make no difference, to plant a watermelon device. And if you're wondering what a watermelon device, look up David Crockett watermelon or watch the video from yesterday. As a see, they did have nukes type scenario. I'm not buying that it was to get uranium out, because that just even that does not make sense. First of all, the US does not need uranium, but it's not the only, it wouldn't be the only store of uranium in Iran, and it also, if you take it out, but they've still got the knowledge, then it makes no, there's no point to actually remove it. It's like me going to the supermarket and taking a bag of lettuce. It might be the last bag of lettuce that's there, but there's a whole stockpile of it sitting in the back room, in the cool room, waiting for the packers to put it on the shelves. There's no sense for them to have taken it. It feels like something was inserted. Okay, but come on down. Let's keep going with this. Where was I going? Yeah, can also be the share market going down as well. Oh, let me have my little notepads back there. But it could be a lot of information coming out quite quickly. Let's see where this goes. Using the Golden Universal Tarot, which is all about money. The challenge is having a good look at those who made money. There's always a trail with money. Always. Having a good look at to who made the money. And I think that information might get out there. Who made the money? Okay. Oh, 10 of Swords at the bottom. I keep feeling it's not, when this information comes out, there's no if about it. When this comes out, it's going to be disastrous on so many levels. But we've got here, stabbed in the back, over and over and over and over again. So this is also about, there's only so many times you can slap someone up the side of the head before they actually wake up to what is happening. And it is so blatantly obvious. In the past, we've got this Ace of Swords coming through and piercing the crown. I think it's already been looked into. I don't even think it's been looked into. I think there was something set up to trace. Okay, let's see where this goes. And the Death card. Ending. Significant ending. I do want to have a separate read as to will they be held accountable, but I think whoever did this got reckless and they will be outed. Right, the immediate future is the plan to make some money. Absolutely, the dark money. I wouldn't be surprised if it's already been put into crypto or Bitcoin. Bitcoin increased in value after Iran announced that Persia announced that it was only going to take payment in Bitcoin for its tolls to go through the Strait of Hormuz. But let's see where it goes. Externally, the fool, the foolishness. I think they got too greedy. I think they got whoever has been involved, and we're talking about tens, if not hundreds of millions of dollars. I think they got too greedy and they're about to go off the cliff and be strung up internally. They're going to be outed, is what I'm getting. Hopes and fears, the orange twerp, he can't, trying to keep him quiet. Okay, the outcome. Death is coming for those that feathered their nests in regards to this. They think they've got away with it, but I don't think so. There is going to be a trail here with this Two of Pentacles, because we've got Nine of Pentacles, Two of Pentacles, and we've got the crusty old orange wannabe king. All trails will lead back to the king, but I think the king is going to do something that's going to cause anxiety and a nightmare. And then it's the end of the happy families. We've got an announcement coming out of the White House. Who's this? Is this Nutlick? About Nutlick and an ending. And then legal action with the King of Swords and Judgment. I think the orange idiot's saying, where's my cut? Or I want a bigger cut. Let's have a look. Something unexpected. And then the tower absolutely exploding down on those that had this windfall. You've then got the Six of Pentacles. You've got the walking away. You've got the abuse of power and betrayal and deceit, win at any cost. Somebody has gotten greedy. And okay, thank you. I just heard someone has gotten greedy and ruined it for them all. Okay, because it's so obvious. So blatantly obvious. But someone got greedy and ruined it for them all. Let's have a look. Is that what's happening? Who? Just gonna pop over here and have a quick look, because one of my beautiful viewers mentioned where were they? Mentioned told me had a list. I'll have to find it a bit later. Had a list of those on the chopping block, and it included Petal, Cash Petal, but also Levitt. Somebody who had this an agreement that is going to be fully exposed. Or no, they flew too close to the sun. I'm getting that they got greedy. There was sort of some agreement of, keep it plausible. And then I split the deck and we've got the tower. And on the bottom, because I put those back randomly, this one was on the bottom, but as I split the deck, we got the tower. Some sort of legal action being bought that is just going to bring the whole lot down. Are these people that have, are they going to, okay, let's have a look at it this way. Did they get too greedy? It's on the bottom again. We got the manipulation, got the nightmare, the orange twerp. I'm just looking at these ones popping out, the throwing under the bus, the ending of the happy families, and the tower. So the manipulation that is causing a nightmare situation, the manipulation by the orange twerp. Well, now we know. I was sort of at Christina Talks going, it's not him tweeting, it's not him posting, it's not him posting. Whoever it is, whoever is posting with this nightmare situation, on behalf of the Orange Twerp, it's not going to end well. We've got the infighting with the Five of Wands, and we have the appearance of the happy families, but it's an external appearance. Internally, it's at its end, and then we have the Tower card. So I think, yes, somebody over gambled. I don't quite know how to put it. Overreached and blew it for the lot of them. The ceasefire was supposed to last longer than it did too, so that it looked plausible. Ceasefire was supposed to last longer. This one, we've got the Ace of Swords, the hidden agenda, the secrets, but it's now on full view. The truth of this action is that was supposed to be secretive is now on full view. It is really rapidly turning into a nightmare situation. You've got here the Seven of Pentacles, I think because some didn't get their money out in time. Oh, wow. Okay, this is an inability to harvest with the Seven of Pentacles. So you've got a whistleblower. You've got the action being taken and the overreach, the overburden, bringing about an ending. Somebody didn't get their money out. Okay. Okay. The ceasefire was supposed to last longer than it did. Ben Gerver missed it. I'm sure I've pronounced his name wrong, but please forgive me for that. Just go with it. It's a bit like David from Tarot by the Bay. What do you call it? A poo-wah shell, poo-boo shell, whatever, the poo-boo shell. And I'm sitting there going, it's a power, but I didn't, I didn't put it in the comments, didn't message him about him. But his mother of pearl shell that he had the other day, he was calling it a poo something or other. It's a pa-wah. Even though it's spelled poo, it's pa. Okay, that's the Kiwi in me coming out. Did somebody not get their money out in time and therefore they're peeved off? Just tell me, is somebody, this is part of this breaking apart, this fractious, oh, that's the peace fire on the bottom. The ceasefire, and then the two, so we've got Two of Cups, Two of Pentacles. The ducks were all lined up, so this is the manipulation, the juggling of the money. The ducks were all lined up, so come on down, let's have a look, because on the other side is this Page of Pentacles again. But I'm going this side. This was the, sorry, bring you down a bit more. This was the ceasefire. This was the financial manipulation. This was the ducks were all lined up in a row to make money out of it. But you've got the Death card. You've got the Four of Swords. You've got the Treason card, or the Heartbreak, Loss, Despair. Look at this row here. This is an awful row. Information coming out because the plan wasn't able to be enacted and they were forced to walk away. Someone's going to come forward with information about this and create chaos. Knight of Cups and the Chariot card. Someone was forced to walk away penniless because things moved faster, like it was all teed up and it went all to custard. Someone got diddled and was forced to walk away, and they is not happy. This could also be, this was the challenge in that first spread. Someone didn't get what they were expecting what they were promised. Their return was significantly diminished. You've got here the secrets being revealed. Page of Wands, someone telling. Page of Cups, unexpectedly out of left field. Because they were left out and they missed out. The moral, financial, ethical corruption, but it's also they missed out on making their money. And then you've got the legals coming. No more happy families. Nightmare situation. Infighting. Tower moment. Yep. Somebody didn't get what they were promised. Somebody was left out of, or events moved too rapidly for them. It might simply be that events moved too rapidly, because thinking back on that first spread, we had that Eight of Wands. Things moved too rapidly. Missiles dropped too rapidly. And the challenge was the Page of Pentacles, that person standing there going, but, as their return diminished. Wow, okay. I wish things would hurry up. I'm actually, it's, sure a number of you are feeling the same. I feel it's so hard to get excited about anything at the moment. Going out to dinner, meeting up with a girlfriend, renovations on the house that are being planned, travel. Well, not that we've got any travel planned. Everything feels so, I can't get excited about anything at the moment. I'm really looking forward to the return of excitement. Okay. Is there anything else we need to know about how's this going to play out? How is this going to play out? Ten of Swords. Somebody got betrayed big time. Somebody got betrayed big time and stabbed in the back and left for dead. Somebody in the government with the Hierophant there. Somebody within the regime. The energy that it's in is this huge wake-up call. Oh, goodness me, even KKK Levitt overnight was just foundering and flouncing, and I keep getting the resignation's already written. She's just got to slap it on the table. Yeah, judgment, secret hidden agenda in the past. Yeah, there was an agreement in regards to this, and somebody missed out and they ain't happy is what I'm getting. And I think they might let it slip with that Page of Wands. The immediate future, they're being left out in the cold, but it's also that financial, ethical and moral corruption. But yeah, I think somebody missed out. They've been sacrificed. See, look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4 major arcana out of 7 cards. This is a big take note moment. You've got the Hanged Man here externally. Somebody's reassessing their situation, reassessing their loyalties, because they pretty much were sacrificed. Oh gosh. Internally, the Strength card, taming the beast, trying to shut up the orange twerp. It may have even been the orange twerp that missed out, or one of his family members. Whoever there is, they're trying to keep somebody quiet, but they're not going to stay quiet. This is the charging in, rash actions, harsh truth charging forward. We've got the outcome, the Queen of Swords, the illusion, delusion, smoke mirrors, poor choices, the strategy of poor choices. And then we got the King of Swords coming forward. And the ending of the happy families. And the nightmare situation. And the death card. And a lot of information coming out very quickly about those who profited. Then we've got the alchemy. We got Russia. I mean, you only have to look at the only ones that have profited from this situation have pretty much been those playing the market and the Ruskies. Russia. Volatile information coming forward, potentially from the Middle East, that's going to bring an end to the oligarchical. And then we've got the Fool again. This could be uncharted foolishness, tied themselves to the devil and being betrayed. Betrayal and treason. Oh, we've got the Emperor on the bottom. We've got the fully exposed and we've got the manipulation. It is so blatantly obvious. Even if you're a MAGA, fox-loving MAGA, it is so obvious that this disregard for human life is purely to manipulate the markets, to move money to those that are on the inner, but somebody got left on the outer, is what I'm getting. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Let's watch it play out. Let's see who's the one that breaks ranks. Okay, love to you all. Catch you later.